Alright, good morning everybody and welcome back to the London session live stream. This is your host Con Abrams. The stream is brought to you by Monster Money Trading. If you'd like to have a look at what we offer, our mentorship, you can have a look at the video description at our Patreon. Appreciate the support, and if you guys could check that out. Building a nice community of consistent traders. So anyway guys, let's get into the week. It's Monday today and it's a big week, very big week. So I also am doing the weekly newsletter, which I hope that you guys have had a look at, and if you've gone through that, you'll see what I've touched on for the week. We are going to have FOMC this week. We've got CPI. We've got a whole host of high impact news here. Tomorrow we also have some high impact news for the pound. So lots going on this week, but not too much going on today. So that's just something we need to keep in mind going into today, that we may see lower volume, lower volatility, and we need to just be patient, look for some safer trade ideas, maybe even just practice patience today and sit on our hands. So kicking off here on gold, we've come down into this 55 level this morning. Now I'm seeing this 55 level as quite a significant level. You can see as we've been trading above this level, we can tap into it multiple times. As long as you're not breaking below, you could potentially be taking buys off of this level. Now this morning already, I see that we actually had quite a nice setup on the hourly. The way we came down into this level, formed support, and then you broke that previous hourly high, started to move up. But this current hourly candle is about to close, and it does look like we are closing bearish. Now it's also tricky moving up into this traffic right here. So I think, buy ideas off of this support were nice, but as you start to move up, it starts to get tricky. We'll see what happens here on the lower time frames. Maybe if we get like a support forming on the 15-minute. One thing I also want to keep in mind is the daily candle has no top wick. I know Friday's candle was bearish, but then again, if we also look at the weekly candle, we can see that we closed bullish. And like I say, just the daily candle having no top wick, it makes a lot of sense for us to come and create that top wick at least. So above 55, I am very much bullish, and I would be looking for buys potentially from this level. Then I've also got potential buys marked up above 62. If you're looking on the 30 minutes and the 15, you'll see above there, you are then getting out of this traffic. You see this traffic to the left. There's a lot of issues here, a lot of resistance that we could run into. So that's what I want to avoid there. The other issue is with this range though, on the 15 and 30 it looks clean, but if we go to the hourly, it's also just quite tough. All these wick rejections, all this noise further to the left here. So we're just going to take it as it comes today. Honestly, the safer buys would actually be above 1970. And of course, if we are breaking and holding below 1955, we could potentially look for those sells, but I would need to be extremely convinced, which right now I'm not. Maybe if we get like a break and retest of that level, we can see. But for now, the 4-hour candle, at least on a Wanda, has actually closed above 1955. And like I say, our daily doesn't have a top wick. So I don't want to be rushing into sells. And maybe sells are the play today. And I'm perfectly fine missing them. There's going to be plenty of movement this week. I don't need to rush into anything here on a Monday. GJ, just low volume right now as well. But you can see here we are trending very nicely to the upside. We've broken above that 175 level. And if we do get some deeper pullbacks here, we could potentially be looking for the buys off of some of these key levels. Maybe we pull back to 175, possibly back to the previous highs here at 174.5. Otherwise, breaks above 175.5, and then we can just look for that continuation, possibly up to 176. So that's going to be what I'm looking for today. Like I say, not too much going on. Markets are going to be waiting for the US CPI and FOMC. We also have the BOJ interest rate decision and monetary policy on Friday. Now, they are very well known to still be dovish, still be trying to stimulate the economy, and it is very much expected that they keep rates the same. I'm not expecting any change from them, but of course in the build up to that, on a pair like GJ, if there is no other new information, so let's say after the pound GDP on Wednesday and claimant count change on Tuesday, after that data's been released, Thursday might be a slow day for GJ leading up to this. So we'll just see what happens here today. Morning Reta, morning DJ. What's up Jared, what's up Carl? The 4-hour on Forex.com looks very different. Here we've got about an hour until this 4-hour candle closes. And if we close bullish or 55 here on this broker on the 4-hour, that'll just also give nice confirmations to move up off of this support. So we've already had this very nice strong bullish candle closure here. Weaker bearish candle with no top wick. So like I say, if we do maybe form a 15-minute support here, I could potentially look at these bars off of this minor support. At least we'll have a very tight stop. You can just see what happens. Seen some very nice bullish price action off of this level in the past couple of weeks. Right here. Here. So let's just wait and see how the 15-minute candle closes. Our previous candles, 15, 30, hourly, all closed bearish. But I still think that this previous strong bullish candle off of this 1955 is going to hold more weight than that previous bearish hourly there. So if we do form this nice strong support on the 15, like I say, we could be looking at the bars off of that. How's everybody doing this morning? FFF Trade is asking there in the chat, let us know. Also, one thing to note is that with volume, we can be breaking through an area like this. But I don't have expectations of volume today. But in and around this pre-London time, we often do see a lot of volume. So we'll see how this 15-minute candle closes. We're already pushing up. I was actually hoping we wouldn't push up too much here on this candle, but it's definitely giving us confirmations that there's bullish pressure in and around this area. Maybe even if we close above this zone. All good, my side. You say K or? Yeah, I'm just gonna say K. It's my first 5K challenge day. I forgot to tell you, I told you already. Lovely, Carl, good stuff, bro. Just remember, slow is fast. You've got a whole month for phase 1. And if you think about it, that's going to be about 2% a week. So you don't need to do it all in 1 week. Just remember that. Use your trading days. 1 trade a day, 1 solid trade a day. Some days no trades. Build that discipline. Practice the right habits while doing those funding accounts. Because you don't want to form bad habits while doing a challenge. And then let's say you just somehow do get onto the live account and now you've really ingrained all these bad habits. Long term, it's going to be way worse for you. In fact, I did that on 100K some time ago. It was actually my first big payout. I was just going ham, over risking this and that. And you know what, the return on investment was great. But after that first payout, I went and lost the account. And then, you know, for the next 2 months, I was scrambling to try and get back onto that account. And I think just long term, building those bad habits was more detrimental to my trading. Whereas if I was just chipping away slowly, consistently, you know, then I wouldn't have had to have those 2 months of struggle trying to just get back on my feet. So I always say you can try and rush the process, but and even if you do make a lot of money, let's say in the next month by doing some ridiculous shit, in the next 6 months, it's not going to be worth it. So just always delay that gratification. What's up, Jared?
How goes it?
Got a new?
Yeah, no complaints, Masa. It just feels like we in the hot sick at the moment.
Jeez, bro. Tell me about it. Oh, you and flippin', I don't know, where where has a lot of earthquakes in that? California.
Japan, I think.
Japan had. Where are you in the world right now? Watching from the US at 1:10. Wow. We in South Africa. I'm in South Africa.
Just but that earthquake wasn't as crazy as everybody made it out to be.
I think it's just crazy that there was an earthquake, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because it was like I think I was laying in bed, bro. I think the dog actually woke me up. Like the dog figured it out before it happened, and then
Mm.
I like woke up and just it was shaking. So initially I thought, jeez, man, how did it shaking, man? And then, yeah, it was just like happened, and I was like, okay. I thought,
Yesterday.
jeez, yeah, this house is hectic.
Should have phoned the landlord. Hey, what's going on?
Yeah,
We're all shaking.
literally. Yeah. It was more the doors actually that I heard.
Oh yeah. That camera footage was like, it was hectic. It sounded like the light poles in it were shaking or something.
Yeah.
Okay, so the 15-minute candle's about to close here in a minute and a half. Um, yeah, let's see. If we close like that, if we're closing above this resistance, then I like the look of this. I would like to see a little bit of a bottom wick on the next 15. I'd like to see that bottom wick form first, and then place the bar stops on the break of the high. But this thing is pushing, man. Okay, we do have a baby top wick, but let's just see how steep of a bottom wick you get here. Stop loss would be about 32 pips. Yeah, okay guys, so I'm gonna have a bar stop here at, let's just call it 1960. Bar stop 1960. Stop loss below the previous 15 lows. So stop loss, let's call it 1956.5. It's about a 35 pip stop. Okay. So as soon as we are flipping bullish here, basically, I should be in this position. We are seeing some nice volume, got like a 30 pip 15-minute candle. So definitely got volume here. Coming off of this 55, like I say, we do see nice moves off of this level. I'm still bullish on gold, weekly close bullish. Daily has no top wick. So let's say we're at least coming to create that top wick on the daily. You know, you could possibly use that daily top wick as the break-even point, which is about 14 pips. Why don't you guys say going long or going short? Just don't. I don't know, I'm not trading stocks. It's a buy stop, not a long stop. You know what I mean? It's literally the same thing.
That joke bombed out hard.
It wasn't even a joke, dude. It was just facts. A long stop and a short stop are what you do on a road trip. If you just need to pop into the toilet, then you take a short stop. If you're hungry, then you take a slightly longer stop. But in trading, Forex trading, at least we use buy stops and sell stops.
Exact same thing. Very long, very short, setting buy stops, sell stops.
Connor,
Yeah, it is. What's up?
do you by any chance see the market flipping bearish? Because I see that we've been creating resistance around 1983.
Have you had a look at the weekly breakdown?
Let me quickly have a check on that.
Okay, go look at that.
Has Atu signed up to the newsletter?
In the Discord, he's getting pretty much all the same stuff. What's up, Nicole?
Yeah, but I mean, sometimes
Okay.
oaks check email and not Discord. That's what I was
Mm.
saying.
Okay. I see your weekly breakdown, Connor.
But yeah, you can also check out the newsletter. I think I did send the link to the Discord as well.
Sign up for that. But aware.
I think GJ might continue up. GJ definitely might continue up. But right now, you're just consolidating. So if you are looking at it from this perspective, that we are, retesting this previous high, that this is a support, and you want to take buys here, that's fine. You're going to have a very nice stop, which makes sense below this area. But also just realize that price is moving sideways right now. I would think that either breaks above the high are going to give you safer trades, or waiting for London Open. London Open sometimes can bring pullbacks on GJ, and then what you may find is we could pull back to 175 possibly and get the buys setting up there, grabbing a bit more liquidity before continuing up. I'm not saying that we're going to start selling off, but when we're moving sideways, it's 50-50 whether we go up or down. I think there is more of a chance that we do move up. Let's say like 60% chance we go up. But, these pullbacks or liquidity grabs in trading when we're using leverage, it's going to cause you to take a loss or sit in more drawdown than you plan to. So I would rather wait for a pullback or wait for the safer trades out of the range. Yeah, so Ati, to answer your question, on a much higher time frame, when you're zoomed out here on a daily, we're still respecting this overall bullish structure. And the reason we are more bullish on gold at the moment is as they raise rates more, what we've seen banks collapse, and that's because of the stress that is being put on the economy from these higher interest rates. So economies are struggling with the higher interest rates. That's one. And we do also have global tensions. That's pretty much priced in. The Ukraine, Russia story, China, Taiwan, all of that. It's pretty much priced in. But it's still lingering. And I think all of these factors are contributing to gold being more bullish on a macro perspective or higher time frame. And I just think we're at a very interesting level where we could easily see buyers step back in from this 1940 demand zone. But at the same time, if we do have very strong data this week for the dollar and there's no new fear, uncertainty, and doubt, we could break below 1940 and see further downside. But it's all going to depend on the data this week, and we kind of just have to take it as it comes.
Got you, my guy.
Because if you have a look through last year, what you'll see is gold was more bearish throughout the whole year as the Fed was raising rates. And that was just because as they raised rates, the dollar was getting stronger. But it got to a point where it kind of inversed, where the more they raised rates, the more stress it put on the economy. And even though the dollar is getting stronger still, potentially, gold may also continue to move up. So I think that's kind of where we are right now, where we may potentially start to see a bullish dollar and bullish gold. So if they do raise rates this time, which they're not expected to, so if they raise rates, it would be a big shock. I think we just have to see how that impacts the market if they were to raise rates, because dollar will get strong, but the effect on gold, we may actually see gold moving up as well, because you'll see the stock market will probably take a hard hit. So you'll see like liquidity flowing out of the stock market into gold as a safe haven. So these are just factors like you need to just be aware of and kind of just take it as it comes. You know, be prepared for the different scenarios. But we'll talk more about that through the week in the New York sessions and on the Discord. "30-minute candle's about to close. Still got my bar stops in here. With the 30-minute candle closing bullish, I mean, that's an even stronger confirmation here for the bars. Like I said, I'm anticipating us to at least come up and create that top wick for the daily candle. Has anyone else updated their MetaTrader 5? This new update is really bugging out.
I haven't.
Don't update for it.
What version? Dude, I don't think there is an update, to be honest with you.
I would do anything to go back. So shit. Every time I leave MetaTrader and come back in, my chart is black. It's just black, completely black. You can't see candles, price, nothing.
What?
And then I have
That's
to
weird.
actually go physically change the color again. So I have to go colors, and then I just select the theme.
Oh, shucks.
Wasn't the new update released yesterday?
Mine updated last week, I think, or the week before even.
Mine updated yesterday, and I just, yeah, it's pretty buggered up.
Yeah, okay, so 15 closed bearish there, but we're still above this zone, yeah. 30-minute close now, strong bullish. So I still got the bar stops in here at 1960. Stop loss below the previous 30-minute candle now at 1956.5. Anticipating this pre-London volume to at least come create that top wick on the daily. But for this trade, I am actually looking to target possibly even 1970. could potentially have runners to 1980, but I don't want to get overly ambitious here today. If I could be securing the majority at 1962 and then leaving runners to 1970, I'll be happy with that. Okay guys, so I've been activated here. Buy stop has been activated on the break of previous 30-minute highs at 1960. Stop loss 1956.5. And let's see.
I've got version 5.03753.
DC version. I'm scared if I go out now, I'll lose my chart.
No, it's just. At least you've got a trading frame, so it's not like the end of the world. Right?
What? But I don't use my... I actually haven't been using my trading phone, to be honest. But I'm gonna see if I still have my old MetaTrader, if it has updated on this trading phone. Because if it hasn't, sheesh, I'm moving back to this thing. Oh, at least my chart shows up. Let's go, boys. Yeah, I know it has updated though. Okay, so I'm not going to go break even as we create the topic for the daily, but I will move my stop loss in. I think that's fair. Just 14 pip break even point is quite tight here. I could see us with this volume pushing up to this resistance here at 1962.6. Okay, so I'm going to move my stop loss in to below the current 15 at 1958.5. We're flipping bullish on the daily. So right now the stop loss is about 15 pips. So limiting the downside, letting the upside take care of itself. At 1962.7, I will close 50%. I'll move my stop loss to break even, and I will leave runners here up to 1970. You could even be looking at 1967. Yeah, there's this resistance right here. So you do want to be aware of that level. 1970, just a nice round psychological number, and we've got these highs up here. But like I say, I don't want to be too ambitious today. So far, this is already looking like a really clean trade for a Monday pre-FOMC. Struggling here at this little resistance. Carl, thank you, bro. Man's really committed.
On top of his game, man. Top
Yeah.
form.
Top form. Struggling here at this. Keep in mind, these are the daily highs now. Current daily highs. So we're struggling at this level. But I think at this point, the way I've managed, I already basically halved my risk. Stops were initially about 35 pips here. Now I've got like a 15 pip stop. So I'm just going to leave it to to do its thing for now. As long as this 15 is closing nice, strong, bullish, I'm still anticipating the next 15 to continue moving up here. It's just now that this traffic to the left is starting to bug me. But you can see so far how the volume, we are just starting to move nicely through these levels. But obviously as we come up to that daily high, as we're anticipating, we are seeing a little bit of an issue as price just stalls out there for a second. But I think if we can break basically the previous 5-minute high now, we should get a push. Wayno the Maino. What's up, Mr. Wayne? What's up, Ned? So it's cold all through South Africa today, eh?
Yeah, no, it is currently 5. Yeah,
Jeez. Are you serious?
yeah, it's freezing very.
No, that's mad.
Your side.
I'm not gonna believe the computer here. It says 19, but it's probably like 12. Yeah, I'm not loving how we are struggling to break above this level. Jeez.
Turbo's drive must kick into action here on this new 50.
Yeah, this is the Trovo's drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we closed with no bottom wick on that 5. Did we? Yeah, we did. Surely that's got to count for something. 15 closed nice and bullish. As soon as we break previous 15-minute highs, I'll move my stop loss to break even. So let's just do this. 1961.5 will be my break even point. Just wanted to put like a note there to show that the risk has been managed already. Back at entries here, if you're not liking the position, obviously you could close out some of your position there, or close out full, accept the break even. But what I'm seeing is that we may just be forming this current 15-minute bottom wick, tapping into this previous resistance to retest, and I want to see if we flip back bullish on this current 15. It is a powerful setup. It is. We need volume. We are seeing volume here today, but it could die out very quickly. No, I didn't close anything, TJ. I'm just saying, if you want to, if you're not feeling comfortable, you're here at entries, manage your position. Okay, let's see how this 5-minute closes. I wanted to maybe see some sort of reaction here, but if we're closing a strong bearish 5-minute back below this zone, then I'm actually going to close out full. Close out full and call it a day. Yeah. Okay, we kind of closed back on that level, but very strong bearish 5 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna close full, guys. Yeah, 1959.4. For about -6 pips. -6 pips. Okay, we tried our luck. Setup was there, we got a nice little push, but just didn't have the volume to maintain it. So definitely, for me at least, that was worth it. But you have to manage the risk in positions like this. Understand the market conditions. Keep the losses small. You don't want to hold this and hope that it's just going to come back and turn around. We could easily come back and revisit 1955. So cutting the loss there, -6 pips. From a 35 pip stop to a -6 pip loss. If anything, I think that is still a W. Definitely a W risk management. course, if the hourly is closing bullish, the idea is still valid. Original stops were still safe, but there's no use in taking a full stop on a day like today. I want to save the bullets for FOMC, for CPI. So tomorrow morning, we do have some pound news. We'll see how that comes out. I may even start streaming a little bit later tomorrow. Maybe just before London Open. Just focus on GJ with that news. Probably leave gold alone tomorrow morning. So yeah, I'm not going to be looking at any more positions here. GJ is looking clean, but personally I like to wait for London Open here on GJ. Could still see deeper pullbacks to 175, but if you're breaking above 175.5, we could possibly see GJ fly, as someone said there in the chat. Possibly, you know. But keep the expectations low for today. If you're coming in with expectations that things are going to fly, you may be disappointed. Save your bullets for later in the week. And if you're taking trades, lower your risk, manage your risk aggressively, as you saw in this position here. Guys, I think that's going to be the morning. I'm not going to stick around for another trade. London Open is in like an hour. And honestly, I like the idea of buys off of this support, but we're failing to push up any higher. So we could come back down into this area. And then it's just getting choppy. It's starting to get very choppy. Like I say, if we do break below 55, maybe you get a break and retest, just showing you that we're forming some new bearish structure there. That idea might not be too bad. You do have clean traffic here to the left. But the thing is, I just see quite a weak dollar at the moment, so selling gold into that clean range, like I say, just don't expect fireworks. I would be very surprised if you did get a clean push through here. You might just see some slow trading up and down. Or you may even just consolidate here above 55. So that's going to be my day, guys. Take it easy today. Save the bullets. CPI tomorrow. FOMC on Wednesday. Also got some pound news tomorrow, so we'll look at that in the morning. If you're not on the Discord, join the Discord. I'll keep you guys up to date. I might start a little bit later tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for joining. Don't forget, for mentorship and to see what else Monster Money is offering, check out their Patreon in the video description. Appreciate you guys all so much. I'll see you tomorrow. Take it easy.